So, I keep seeing this guy on my Instagram feed named Luke Belmar, and I felt like talking about him, so here we go. Luke Belmar is sort of your standard Andrew Tate adjacent, escape the matrix sort of alpha male influencer.
No tap water, no corn, no devil music.
Just that genre of guy. Luke Belmar loves to talk, and never in my life have I seen someone who talks so much, yet says so little.
People need to start studying words. Look at a bank. What is a bank? River bank. Right. What does the river bank do? It controls the flow. The flow of what? The flow of the current. The currency. It's also controlling the what? The flow. The flow of what? The cash flow. So what? Money moves like water. So if I understand where the water is going to go, I just have to position myself where the cash flow is going to be next, and I will get wet. Welcome to the big leagues, motherfuckers.
I feel like you would need maybe 2 sentences max to get that point across, but Luke did it in many more, as he always does.
People need to start studying words.
I think most people do study words when they're in elementary school learning to spell, but I don't know.
You're wearing a nice suit today.
Thank you.
Your hair looks good.
Thank you.
Did you look in the mirror?
I think I did, yeah.
Reflect comes from the reflection of the mirror. You had time for the outer canvas. You have time for the inner canvas. It's all what you deem a priority, my friend.
True.
Reflect comes from the reflection of the mirror. Holy shit. Truly words to live by. Thank you, Luke Belmar. I also like how he's implying that in order to be introspective, you just have to literally look at yourself in the mirror. That's how you do it. Which is probably not the best advice. Lots of blemishes. Not feeling too great about that today. Maybe I'm just stupid, right? Maybe there's something that I'm not getting. Thankfully, Luke has a course for people like me called Capital Club. It just seems like your standard influencer get-rich-quick course. I would sign up, but it says the course is currently inactive and there's a wait list. And I've had this video on the back burner for like 6 months, and when I checked back then, the course was there was still a wait list. So not sure what's happening there. The Capital Club account was posting generic inspirational quotes at least semi-consistently, but they haven't posted since July, so I don't know what's happening there. So I'm gonna have to stick to the Instagram Reels brain rot for now. You might assume that Capital Club is a scam. And it might be, it might not be. I don't know, I can't join, there's a wait list. But you know what is a scam? Movies.
I think I watched 2 movies in the last 2 years, and they were kind of intentional. You know, we were in Dubai. We went to go watch the new Avatar movie, which was like a $2 billion budget. And this was after the Argentina World Cup win. So it's like ultimate ecstasy. What's going to be it? Are you going to go watch Avatar? So we book out the entire theater, and within 20 minutes, we're just like, I don't want to see the blue characters out here running around, like whatever.
Capital Club exclusive. You posted it on Instagram.
2 movies in the last 2 years, and they were kind of intentional.
Does he know what intentional means? All I got from this clip is that he rented out a theater on a whim, and then left the movie after 20 minutes because he didn't like it. So he wasted his time and his money. Doesn't sound very intentional. What happened to studying words? You know what else is a scam? Eating, I guess?
Bro, think about the most basic common things that everybody has. Eating, sleeping, exercising, the most basic element. What was the last time, bro, that you were like, I feel hungry, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna diet. I'm gonna fast.
On a plane. I can move.
So let me tell you this one, bro. What if what you're experiencing isn't actual hunger? What if what you're experiencing is addiction?
Holy shit. You're right.
I like how he always has some guy there to just listen to everything he says and agree with everything he says.
Holy shit. You're right.
I really have to start doing that with my videos so I seem funnier than I am.
The day I went to the dentist, and the first thing that I ask my doctors always to understand where they are is, do you drink tap water? So I asked my dentist, right, and I was like, do you drink tap water? She's like, yes. I was like, okay, why? And she's like, well, it's within the recommendations of healthy water. And I'm like, whose recommendations? Like the studies. I said, what studies? The studies I read. By who? And then she got mad. And she's like, can you rinse out your mouth? And I'm like, I'm not rinsing out my mouth with tap water. And I was like, can you bring me some bottled water? And she brings me a nice little spring water.
Can you imagine being the dentist in that moment? You're just doing your job and you ask a grown-ass man to rinse his mouth out and he says, I don't want to.
So bottled water that's really good, you recommend?
You can do Mountain Valley spring water. You can do Evian.
Evian, I love Evian.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Tastes good. Fiji?
Nope.
Why is Ben Shapiro here?
Ben Shapiro and Luke Belmar on the best waters in the world.
Ben Shapiro didn't say anything. Luke, or whoever edits his little clips, has been doing this a lot lately, where they just put Ben Shapiro on the bottom to make it look like he's reacting to it, even though he's clearly not watching the video. Another thing Luke doesn't like is music, because it's demonic.
What music do you think is demonic? And what music do you listen to now?
Bro, so I tapped into this new ADHD music, and that's pretty much what I'm tuned into, because I can't work or think because I'm thinking about the lyrics and I'm thinking about the music. So I operate in a very silent space. Anything to me that is commercially available for the ants and the NPCs and people whose intentions I don't align with or whose worldviews I know are corrupted by evil, I'm not going to listen to them.
God, he's so intelligent. He's so smart. He's so much better than people like you and me. I have ADHD, and I've never heard of this ADHD music he speaks of, unless he's just talking about lo-fi beats to study to. I listen to a lot of indie rock. I don't know. You might be wondering, along with myself, I'm wondering this, how did Luke become a niche internet micro-celebrity? Where did he come from?
I'm super curious how this internet persona of yours kind of developed. You just kind of popped up almost out of nowhere. So, like, what's that story? Like, what's behind that?
So, have you heard the story of the bamboo?
No.
So the bamboo spends its first 5 years growing under the earth, but it's still growing. And then within 5 weeks, it shoots up yards and yards up in the sky. Nobody saw it coming, but the bamboo knew that in due time, things would occur. So I've been around. Of course. I've just been underground.
The story of the bamboo? I mean, he just described how bamboo grows. It's not really much of a story. Have you heard the story of the pretentious douchebag? Also, pretty sure he kind of just called himself an industry plant, but I don't know. Luke is a big proponent of networking.
How many people can you call up and be like, yo, can you wire me $1 million? I'm good for it. Oh, you don't have those friends? I do. So I can tell you it's real. Oh no, there's no way that's because you're a peasant. You don't understand these things. In due time, shut the up, be quiet, think more than 4 seconds before you speak. Don't be reactive, be proactive. Listen, maybe I'm not wasting my time here. Maybe I'm trying to teach you something that's good for you.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. In fact, the first clip I ever saw of Luke was him talking about networking with Tristan Tate, one of the Tate brothers, brother of Andrew Tate.
For example, Tristan Tate pulled up a video, his favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling. Why? I studied, bro. I knew what he liked. Dude, every guy that I want to get into the room with, I know as much as I can about them. Utilize that information. Guys, the world's yours for the take.
By myself with him. That is crazy work.
That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling.
Those are words from a man who studies words. What is Tristan like? Pink thongs. That night, me alone by myself in a pink thong, alone by myself in the war room with Tristan, alone by myself in a pink thong, alone by myself.
Holy shit, bro. That joke was hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every guy that I want to get into the room with, I know as much as I can about them.
That clip has been so meme to shit that there is an entire account dedicated to posting it every day.
Your favorite car, bro?
The red one, the Aston Martin.
Tristan thinks well, guys. Critical thinking, I fucking love it. Very rare.
Very rare indeed. God, you're so intelligent. These people seem so boring. I find it interesting that Luke doesn't listen to music because it's demonic and he doesn't morally support the artist and the things that they do. And yet he proudly associates with the Tate brothers, who definitely are not saintly or paragons of morality in any way whatsoever. In fact, I've started to notice Luke contradicting himself quite a lot, actually.
Can I ask you how much money you have? Like, what's your net worth?
I'm not going to tell you. No chance. That's one of those things where I will never disclose how much I'm worth, because I've learned a lot about how Asians move with regards to money. Money's energy.
Yeah.
And the moment you begin to expose that energy, right, people start to understand how powerful or how weak you truly are. So numbers, we'll keep them private. Let's just leave actions to speak for themselves.
Nice, yeah.
That's the name of the game. You guys will see it. Give me a year.
He says this. He says he moves like an Asian, whatever the hell that means. And yet all of his content is centered around his wealth and how you can be as wealthy as him if you pay him.
The movie Wreck-It Ralph, the main character is this little girl, and she's a glitch in the game. She's not supposed to be there. She's an anomaly. The people in the game, they don't like her. But she understands that if she uses her glitch, she can actually take advantage of the game. This concept of being a glitch in the system, there's a program. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 of how people should conduct themselves. A glitch operates outside the norms of the status quo.
But I thought you didn't like movies, Luke?
First thing. The second thing, and this is why I don't like to talk, is because when you talk, you release dopamine regarding your goals, right? So if you say, oh, I'm going to do this, you are releasing the dopamine of that potential experience. So you get high on dreaming. You get off on dreams.
You know, people make careers out of it.
So your goal is to transcend that, shut up, and to level up.
I mean, Come on, dude. I have never seen anyone who likes to talk as much as Luke Belmar, except maybe myself, but at least I'm open about it. I think there's some truth to a lot of what Luke says. There's a reason that people watch people like him and the Tate brothers. There's a lot of benefits to carving your own path, you know, entrepreneurship, following your dreams, and not working the 9 to 5 your entire life. The world is run by elites who have a lot of power and don't do great things with that power. But I feel like when you fall for the Andrew Tate grift and you give Luke Belmar money to join his course, just to listen to him talk about bamboo, then you're still stuck in the matrix. It's just a different matrix. It's just run by people who are claiming to be different than the elites they criticize, but really, not so much. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about Luke Belmar. Thank you for watching. What are you watching on? Presumably your phone. What does your phone have? A camera, probably. What am I filming on? My camera. On my phone. Why am I filming? To make a video for YouTube. What are you watching the video on? Probably YouTube, I would imagine, because that's where YouTube, I'm tubing. What can you do on YouTube? You can like and subscribe, and you could do that probably, please. I would like you to do that. What am I doing? I'm positioning myself so that the subscribers and the likes come to me.